So Donousa is one of the lesser Cyclades islands, an archipelago of little islands south and east of the larger Naxos island. Here we go. So getting a nice view of the port town there. I'm not sure I want to bump along like this for 5 miles. Oh yeah, that's a great spot. But I think I'm sticking to the road, which means gonna go down and then come back up and then go down and then a big up coming back. So it's gonna be an intense day on the bike. Just gotta enjoy these nice, easy downhills while they last. I know I can, I know I can, I know I can. We're gonna do it. This is not the top. I can't even see the top at this point. The road disappears around that corner. So I think that I am changing the mission. Now I think that I did not actually explain what the mission was at the beginning there. So the mission was to get over to the other side of the island where there is a bay and a nice tavern and some other things to see. Looking at that hill going up, if what I'm trying to go to is on the sea, obviously that means losing all that elevation gain and having to come back up it again, and I am just not feeling like doing it again, back down and then coming all the way back up to get back to my room. But there is a lot of cool stuff to see on the island that I can see from right here. For example, ruins up there, a pretty awesome looking castle structure, some more up there, and there was that tower, and I think that I should be in the right spot to hike down to it. So I'm going to divert for now, do this hike, think about what exactly I want to do next, but then probably continue up the road, and I'm especially intrigued to get up to that. Let's see how doable this hike is, if there's any kind of a trail or if it's just gonna be scrambling. So there you go. Pretty cool looking and really not that far away. I bet there will be a decent path to get there. Okay. Was this a windmill? Not a guard tower. I'd actually seen a sign at the beginning of that cobbled hiking trail that said windmill this way. So this must be what it was referring to. Very, very nice spot there with nobody on it. Huh. That is very tempting to head down there while I'm already halfway down. The reality is, it is easier to walk up a hill than to bike it. A lot easier. Partly different muscles, and partly because you aren't also pushing a bike. Even if you're pedaling, you're pulling the bike, pushing it with you, carrying the weight to some extent. All right, this is a good spot for a drink. Yamas, cheers. So there could be one problem with the plan to hike down there, which is that I'm not seeing a trail. There is a trail on the other side there, but there was the sign over there, and I think I remember a trail going that direction, so I'll check that out. But I'm definitely pretty bummed that I don't have that extra third day to explore here, because this is really looking like one of my favorite Greek islands. Really wild, not very touristy, amazing water. But one issue that I have to factor into my traveling plans at this point is the 90 days limit in the Schengen zone of Europe. So, for those who don't know, when traveling to Europe, you have a limitation of 90 days within, I think it is now 27 countries of mostly Western Europe that have no border controls between them, going between Germany, France, Netherlands, Belgium, Spain, Italy, Greece, etc. Then you don't stop at the border and show your passport. You just pass right on over the political border and you're in, Italy or whatever. But you have a limit of 90 days that you can stay within those 27 countries. So that really limits you quite a bit when it's so easy to spend a month or two in any one of these countries. And so I am now just over halfway through. I spent almost 3 weeks in Spain, and then 3 days in the Netherlands, and then 5 days in Malta, and then almost a month, I think it's 25 days now in Greece. And so that all adds up to a little over 6 weeks. So I have 6 weeks left, and there are a lot of other places that I want to see in Western Europe this summer. I am also planning to go to some places outside of the Schengen zone, also within Europe: Romania, Hungary, Moldova, kind of considering it, but it's definitely not top of the list. And then Bosnia and Herzegovina is kind of also maybe, but Czech Republic, which is also Eastern Europe technically, but or you could call it Central Europe or whatever, but it is within the Schengen zone, so those days will count. Also Slovakia, only been to the capital cities of Slovakia, Czech Republic, Lithuania, Latvia, Estonia. Would love to see more of all those countries, as well as more of Sweden, Norway, Iceland, etc. So with only 6 weeks left, I have to make some choices what I'm actually going to see. So it was a good thing that I didn't continue down that cobblestone walking trail expecting to make much progress on the bike. I think that it would have stopped at that bay that I was seeing straight down below, and then from there would have continued a hiking trail, because as I mentioned, I'd seen on the sign that it mentioned the windmill, and it was considerably further. I think that it said 45 minutes from that point to the windmill hiking time, and here you can see the path. So if I'd biked down, then I would have gotten back down to the water and then realized that there was a non-bikeable hiking trail continuing from there. And then it continues again from here. So there is, whatever this is, Vathi Liminari. Very likely that is the other cove down here. Trail continuing. Looking good. I guess that I just couldn't see it from up there. So I'm going to try to get a better look at it, make sure that it's actually going to the water, which very likely it is. Definitely heading that direction. And it really isn't that much further. Nice clear sign, so it should be a good trail. Yeah, and then get a swim in without a crowd of people around. Oh yeah, That is looking ultimate. What a nice little bonus in addition to the windmill. All right, all right, all right, all right, all right. This looks ultimate. Well, except for the rock. Hard to get in the water, but I'm gonna do it. Definitely not the usual crystal clear Greek waters. A little bit cloudier, but feels amazing. Probably because of the more rough water right here, it's stirring it up a bit. But great little spot, especially to have it to yourself. So I checked on my phone, and I am just 1/3 of the way to where I was trying to get to, which of course means 1/6 of the way going there and back. So I'm definitely not going to go all the way up here and then continue down and then have to come back up more steep hills in the very intense Greek afternoon sun. But as long as I'm going uphill, then I know that I can turn around at any point and it will be a nice, fun, easy, cool, with the breeze going past me, coast down the hill, and then I will just have that other not too bad of a hill there to get back to town. So I'm going to continue on up this way, see how far I feel like going, and see what else we come across. So we have a bunch of cool looking stuff to explore out this way. And an unlocked gate. Meh. Meh. And I am definitely keeping my eyes open for snakes. There is one venomous and potentially deadly snake on the Greek islands, the viper. Well, something died here. Goat hooves. But those snakes aren't on all of the islands, and even if they are highly unlikely to come across. Look what we found. So I'd seen these caves, and turns out they are homes for the goats. But now they're gone. Let's look inside. Meh. Meh. Hello. Think they must be gone. Yep. Okay, there's two separate caves. So, question being, are these just animal caves, or were they used by humans at some point? Hello! Hey! Hey! This one is a fair amount bigger. Lots of goat poo on the ground. It's pretty gross in here. Smells very much like goats. But very interesting. Doesn't seem to be any clear evidence that people lived here, except is that soot. Looks kind of like it. Yeah, there we go. So, it's possible. And here we have some of the ruins that I'd seen from down below. There you can see the windmill. Fairly old looking, but maybe not of the truly ancient variety. A few centuries ago. Certainly look like little homes. I guess the reason for building them up here rather than down by the sea would be protection. So that could be a clue of the age, going back to the age when you had to worry about the pirates, which was a long age. Because practically speaking, it certainly seems like it would be a lot better to be by the sea on an island like this, where the boat is going to bring the goods to the port, and then to be near there and not have to get stuff all the way up here, especially before the automobile. But if you're more protected, then that makes it worth it. And one more on the top of the hill, where we're going to get some views of goats and more. Hey guys. Oh yeah. Let's get up on top and then I'll show you the really epic views from here, showing why I really need to get a motorbike if I can, or whatever, four-wheeler, rental car, something other than pedal power on these crazy hills. So look at that absolutely gorgeous bay, and then this little island goes a lot further. So my bicycle is straight across over there, so fairly moderate, and then can't tell if it continues up and over that hill or around the corner, but based on what I was seeing on Google, then once you get there, I'm not even sure if that is halfway. That might be about halfway. And I can't tell on the map whether it's going to go down and back up or just down. I wouldn't figure that out until I get there and look down, but it could very well go down and then go back up another mountain and then back down. So 6 miles, 10 kilometers is normally not that, big of a bike ride. And then you have to double that, of course. So 12 miles, 20 kilometers round trip. But then with those hills, man, it is a whole different story. So, is there a road to get down there, or you have to hike down, or take a boat around? Boat tour? Maybe a boat tour tomorrow is the thing to do. Going to have to check the possibilities. Okay. I think that is basically going to do it for today's exploring. It isn't that late. It's only maybe 4 o'clock, but time to get out of the sun, get back to my room, take a break, have something cold to drink, and get ready for another day of exploring tomorrow. See ya.